Good morning, everyone. Today is September the 18th. It is Friday. Happy Friday. My name is Kayleigh. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to do my daily rune reading, and I have already shuffled and pulled a couple of tarot cards. Actually, these two flipped out on their own, and I'm going to flip them at the end. Excuse the bus. I'm not gonna lie, it's really weird having the kids going to school right now. Okay. But I guess it's good to have a sense of normalcy, right? Alrighty, so I hope everybody's safe out there. Let's begin. God within, God without. How shall I ever be in doubt? There's no place where I may go and not there see God's face, not know. In God's vision and God's ears. Through the harvest of my years, I'm the sower and the sown, God's self-unfolding and God's own. Let's see what we got. Some Berkana, Fehu, and Isa. Nice. Okay. So Berkana, this is one of the namesakes of my channel. This is the rune of rebirth and growth and safe enclosed spaces, but particularly regrowth and rebirth. Fehu, this is the rune for cattle, but it's the rune for wealth, for our liquid assets, things that we measure our worth with, which money doesn't indicate worth. Keep that in mind. I'll go back into that in a second. And then Isa, ice, stand still. This is concentrated will, concentrated effort. This is bringing your energies and your power back into yourself rather than leaving it scattered. So the message with these three runes: we're collectively going through a rebirth process. We're not quite in the stage where there's growth. We still have to break things down, but Berkana is always a promise that there will be rebirth and growth after the fires are done, literally and figuratively. And Fehu, this asks us to consider how we nourish ourselves, where we get our nourishment from, whether that is working wage slavery or creating your own business. In Canada, actually, right now, there's one of the parties has put forth a motion. So you have to put forth a motion before it becomes a bill, and then they vote the bill in. So they've put forth a motion for guaranteed livable basic income for all Canadians. And she's actually argued that it is within the Canadian Charter that we are to be guaranteed freedom and dignity, and there's no dignity in poverty. So it's not a bill yet. This motion has been put forth to eradicate poverty. And one of the beautiful things about universal basic income, is that one of the myths is that it would make people lazy, but that's actually not true. The pilot projects that have begun testing this concept out have actually shown that it frees up people to do things that they actually feel passionate about, rather than being forced into wage slavery, as I mentioned. Anyway, thought I'd mention that because that's cool. I'm passionate about the subject. And then Isa is, like I mentioned, pulling our energies within and concentration. This has come out a lot for the collective rune readings. I feel like now, being mid-Mars near the beginning, but Mars retrograde, it's more important than ever to ensure that not only your needs are being met, your physical needs, but your spiritual and your soul needs as well. And sorry, my brain just smashed two thoughts together and I started speaking. It's really, really, really important with how consistently this rune has come out to make sure that before you take action on anything that you cool it a little bit and do some introspection. And with these three, I kind of feel like that idea of withdrawing energy and trying to maintain inner balance ties in a lot with this. And because Berkana is all about regrowth and rebirth and the earth goddess, really, make sure that what you're doing and the actions that you're taking are supporting not only your nourishment and your community's nourishment, but also will help to aid in this rebirth process. Hope that makes sense. The two cards that I flipped were the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. So, we're definitely in a period right now where there's a lot of strife, right? This card is ruled by Saturn. It is a card of Leo. Saturn, as you know, is all about restriction and it's time. It's karma. It's sorrows that we must endure. And that sucks. It really does. 2020 sucks. But these are sorrows that we must endure because they will help us grow ultimately. And the Two of Swords, Lord of Peace restored. This is a card of Libra, as you can see, and it is ruled by the moon. This is the first decan of Libra. That's really interesting. I believe the moon is in Libra right now. That's kind of cool, actually. Anyway, so Peace restored, the Two of Swords. This is very much applying the idea of Isa and going within and ensuring that your words are not going to just add to this firefight, but will help to nourish. That's kind of beautiful, actually. Is there anything else that I want to say about these two cards? Actually, let's pull a third. Well, now. Seven of Wands. I guess it'd be on this side. I don't know. I confuse myself because I read my runes this way. Anyway. 2 plus 5 is 7. So that's kind of neat. The Lord of Valor. Sorry. More school buses. The Lord of Valor. This is Mars in Leo. And this is like, we've been restricted. And that 6 comes in where we reach some victory. And then we've got this like noble and like, it's almost like come at me. come at me, bro energy. Anyway, I feel like this will come later. This isn't relevant right now. I feel like this is a future energy that will come in after we have mastered this lesson of not acting out of revenge or like, look at the lion's face. He looks wild. He looks mad with anger. And that is definitely no place to strike from. Oh, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. Okay. Yeah, especially during a Mars retrograde. The point here is we're not trying to, I'm not saying that you shouldn't stand up for your rights or you shouldn't protest or anything like that, but during the Mars retrograde, do your absolute best to keep it peaceful. and make sure that you are not being influenced by the crowd or by other people, and you're drawing your powers back into yourself, right? And that will help you maintain some peace within, really, because within is where the battle is at, truly. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say. There you go. And this will come later. This will come later once Mars is direct. So have patience. Know that there's the promise of rebirth. And ensure that you're nourishing yourself, your family, your community. Yeah. Alright, friends. Have a wonderful day. If you're looking for a personal rune or tarot reading, my email is down below. Peace. Namaste.